Now you've described the tool as giving us a digital twin of our house, and it's kind of that persistent memory of your home. I think you described it as that. What do you mean by that, and where does that kind of go from there?
So this so-called digital twin, so what does it mean? It's, I would say that we can give with the technologies, with AI, with computers, with phones, with everything, we can give much more value than it was before without using, phones or such systems as Planner 5D. If you have your home, you have not only to, you know, uh, make renovation or small changes or buy new furniture. You have to maintain it day to day. You have a lot of devices there. You have a lot of, things which you need to support. Household appliances, with heating systems, ventilation, heating floors, lot of things. You have insurance, mortgage, thousands of paper documentation, thousands of digital documentation, lot of things which you have to have somehow sorted. And this is what we try to solve. Not only renovation tasks. We want to be kind of a home screen of your home. So something home screen of the most valuable asset of your life. So this is the place where you live, where your kids live, where your family live, where your friends come in, what finally you can sell, what have a valuation. So this is something what you need to support. You want to have, you want to care of it, and it's quite hard. It's complicated. So, and digital twin is something what contain of all these thousands of information about your home, about each lamp, about each SKU of every furniture, object, device, appliance, everything. And having AI, for example, solving it for you because you don't need to, you know, uh, searching for terms of insurance or contact of the contractor who was working with your tiles like 10 years ago, the SKU or the price of something. You just upload everything what you have in Planner 5D, and you're gonna get it in one question with one answer from our AI. So
Yeah,
this is what we're talking about when you're talking about digital twin. So something
yeah, it
what you
makes
have in a miniature.
makes total sense. It's kind of your filing cabinet for your home. You might as well have it all together. This home scanner is kind of the signal of a broader shift, though, of AI doing spatial reconstruction on consumer hardware. It's really interesting. Do you see any implications for that industry? For industries beyond home design?
That's of course, but I don't know. So we are. This is what do you mean? What do you mean by home design? So this is like only the limitation of the home design, but this
No,
could
no. I mean,
be
like,
like a
like you're doing this whole kind of spatial reconstruction. You're taking, the physical objects and putting them into this digital twin. And you're doing it on this consumer grade hardware, right? Everybody's got a phone. It seems like and I imagine your brain goes crazy with this stuff of other applications where this, that spatial reconstruction could help other people. The first thing I think of, because I was in the business, is networking, right? Your home Wi-Fi, for example, you get dead spots here and dead spots there. With a tool like yours and understanding, kind of like you're saying, you take the SKUs of, your routers and your devices, and you know who's in the house and you know what's in the house. You could really start to plan this stuff out better, just from a wireless frequency, perspective. I know there are tools like that, but they don't map your home. They don't map, devices. So that's kind
yeah.
of what I'm thinking is, you've got this massive tool and you've applied it to this home reconstruction, home design kind of field. But I feel like there are other areas where this might be useful.
But I would say that the whole I like and I believe in the idea that like renovation is just the first, then home design is just the first step, the first stage of your life with the home. So, and Planner 5D, I believe that this is kind of like a second or like, I don't know, say another stage of smart home, so called, right? Which is not only about, that you can turn off the light with your phone or open the gates. It's something what can analyze the behavior inside the house, outside the house. It knows everything.